guys, so today I'm having a little chore day. I have a bunch of little makeup related chores that I wanted to tackle today, and I've been having a lot of fun doing this sort of as a monthly vlog. So I think I'm gonna make this a monthly thing because I usually have a day or, you know, a couple days a month where I'm doing just some general makeup housekeeping type things like washing my brushes, organizing my vanity, that kind of stuff. Today we're going to decorate my filming background for fall, which I'm so excited about. I don't have a ton of decor, but I have a few little things that I picked up actually a couple months ago that I've been really excited to put out for fall. So now that it's September, I feel like I can finally decorate for fall. So we're gonna do that today. And then other than that, I also just need to tidy up my makeup area, do a little bit of organizing and decluttering. I feel like I always have organizing to do, sorting through products, so we can do that together. I also have a powder to repress and just a bunch of little miscellaneous tasks that I thought I could bring you guys along. If you have similar things that you are working on, you can do that along with me. Okay, so this is the bin where I have some seasonal decor. I completely forgot that I still have these. So this pumpkin actually came from Home Goods last year. Totally forgot about that. And then I also have some smaller pumpkins here that I think came from Target last year. Okay, so I guess that was all of the fall decor from that bin, which is actually more than I thought I had, so that's cool. And then if you remember my last chore day vlog, which I think was at the end of July, I went to Dollar Tree, and of course they already had Halloween stuff and fall stuff out at that time, so I had grabbed these cute little pumpkins. They had a bunch of different colors. I love that they all have this gold stem. So pretty. So I got this like really pretty olive green one, then this light pink one, and then the other thing I had bought from Dollar Tree at that same time was this little bouquet of faux flowers and pumpkins and other things. So we've got this little pumpkin one with the black and white stripes, and then these are like faux roses. I got a red one and a black one, and they both have skulls on them. I was thinking I'd also have this in my background, but Bee really seems to enjoy chewing these, so I'm gonna try to keep them out of her reach. So we'll see if these end up in my background or not. That's what I'm working with. Let's see what we can put together. Okay, so this is the main area that I'm going to decorate. Right now, this is how it looks. I mostly have just the top two shelves decorated because that's what you can see in my videos. All right, so it took a lot of trial and error. I feel like I tried like every possible combination, but here's what I ended up with. I also made sure to check what it looked like on the camera that I film with in my viewfinder so that I could make sure it actually looked good in the background of a video, and I think this will be a winner. So I didn't use every piece of decor, as you can see. I did end up not being able to incorporate these. I just didn't feel like these colors really went with the vibe that I have going on here, so I may put these somewhere else in the apartment or maybe just save them for next fall, I'm not sure. But I did end up using the black and white striped pumpkins along with some of my regular like faux foliage here in this vase. I thought that looked pretty cute. I'm not sure how much like pumpkins they will look on camera, but I do think they look kind of cute and fall-esque. I ended up using just 4 out of the 6 pumpkins that I have, so I didn't use either of these two. I think I'll put these elsewhere, but I did use that olive green one there, and then this white and orange one that I had from last year. And then I put this bigger pumpkin up here along with these 2 random vases. Those aren't really going to be visible anyway, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but I moved a couple things that were up there down to this shelf. And since this is tall, I think this will actually be visible in the background. And I think this is nice because it does give a little bit of like an earthy, autumnal sort of look. And then these 2 vases, those all came from Fred Meyer last year from like the home section. Same with this vase and those 2 vases. So that is what I ended up with. Really pleased with how this turned out. I really like this color scheme, like the beige, orange, green, white, little bit of pink. I also have some pink here in this print back here. This came from Home Goods last year, and I think it's so cute. So I have that sort of just propped up here on top of my Alex drawers. This is just a salt lamp in the shape of a cube, which I think looks super cool. We found that at Goodwill in Seattle last year. And then this little brass bunny has been in a lot of my video backgrounds over the years. This came from TJ Maxx like a long time ago. This actually is a jewelry box that belonged to my grandmother. Let me show you a better look. Yeah, so beautiful. I'll show you the inside too. It has these 3 small drawers. So I'm actually thinking I would like to put like my most worn everyday jewelry pieces in here, since I think that would make sense to have that here, and then I also have my perfumes up here. But let's go ahead and put some jewelry inside this jewelry box, because it is too beautiful to let it sit here without any jewelry inside of it. Okay, so I picked out some of my most worn jewelry pieces to put in here. This top drawer I put earrings, middle drawer I put necklaces, and then the bottom drawer I put rings, because this one is a little bit smaller than the other two. A lot of this jewelry I've had for a while, so I'm not sure how much of it is still available, but all of these pieces are from Ana Luisa. The necklaces are a bit more of a mix. Actually, most of these are Ana Luisa, and then this one here is from Nathan actually gave this to me for like our first Valentine's Day. This is from the brand called Awe Inspired. I'll try to link whatever is still available below. This piece right here I think also belonged to my grandmother. Just this cool kind of abstract metal piece. And then I really like the chain, this like twisted gold chain, so pretty. And then as far as rings, I feel like I don't wear rings quite as much as I used to, especially because I always wear my Aura ring, which is silver. And a lot of my rings are gold, but I do have a couple silver rings that I really like. These two in particular. So this first one, I bought in Barcelona, just at like a random little shop like 5 years ago, but that is one of my favorite rings. I love how delicate it is. And then this one Nathan actually picked out for me at an antique store. Really like that. That detail is so pretty on the side. This was another antique store find from Nathan. I really love the stone in here. I think it's called a star sapphire. When you shine it in the light, you can see it reflects a little star. It's so pretty. So there's that. And then these other three are all from Ana Luisa. That's the rundown on that, but I'm glad to have finally put some jewelry in there. This jewelry box also, I forgot to mention, it also is a little wind-up music box. Okay, so I have desperately been needing to repress this LYS powder, but I'm just going to crush this up. This tool came in a PR package from Glow Recipe. This little tool is great for repressing because it crushes it up so nicely. And I'm gonna crush it up into this little ramekin. Yeah, I really like almost just scraping it out with this kind of flat tool rather than like crushing it up, because this way it comes out a lot finer. Not as many big chunks in there. I know I've seen something like this on Shop Miss A too for like $1, so they seem pretty easy to come by if you wanted one for yourself. The magnet is holding onto this tool, that's funny. So first things first, I want to clean out the pan. I always like to use 91% isopropyl alcohol or just something around that percentage, because really just the higher the better, the faster it dries. So I just took a little bit of that on a paper towel and I'm going to wipe out just so that we can have a nice clean pan. Also just taking this opportunity to clean up the edges, clean the mirror. Alright, might as well clean the outside too while I'm at it. So I'm just making sure all these bigger pieces are crushed up. This might be the most finely milled I've ever been able to get my powder. Also, if you had a mortar and pestle, that would be really useful for this purpose. I guess if you don't mind putting it in makeup. I'm not sure about the safety of that. If you're also using it for food, I mean. I guess you could have one dedicated to makeup. Now I'm just gonna put a few drops of this isopropyl alcohol into the powder. Just, I don't know, I just kind of eyeball it. And then just mix it together. I think I need just a tiny bit more. Okay, that's actually the perfect consistency. It really is like a paste. Now, putting it back in the pan, and I want to keep it in the middle. I don't want to spread it all the way out to the edges because that just makes it hard to get the last bits of it all over again. So I want to be able to use all of it up easily. Also, I don't even think there's necessarily enough of it to really spread it out all the way across. And then this side is perfect for just flattening it out. Kind of shaping it how you want it. And then, wow, this powder is repressing really well so far. I mean, hopefully it comes out well too, but. So now I've just got a paper towel, and let's see, I'm gonna use this. Oh my goodness, Heidi. That's not quite the right size. Here we go. This is better. I'm just pressing over that a few times. Oh yeah, it is spreading out a little bit to the edges. I mean, that's fine. I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want it to spread out too much, and also because I don't want it too hard pressed. I don't want the powder so hard packed that like I can't pick any of it up. I'm gonna just press down here. So this is what we're left with. It doesn't look very pretty. Quite a bit of it still spread all the way out to the edges, but that's fine. I mean, I think it's, you know, a small enough amount of powder that it shouldn't be too hard to use that up, and then I can just use up the last bits with like an eyeshadow brush or something. I'm just gonna leave that out like overnight, and then should be ready to use tomorrow. But I used the new Nomad Ghost Town palette. This was my second time using it. So far, quality is outstanding. The first time I used it, I did a look with like the greens over here. Today, I used more of this side of the palette, and I'm kind of liking the mix of that really warm copper shade. That's the shade Copper Penny. with those really cool taupes. This shade right here went on almost gray. I don't know if I've ever done a gray and copper look before, but I really like that combo. And I did film this look, so it should be going up on my shorts soon. But I started off the look with that lightest taupe shade, deepened up a little bit with this slightly deeper brown, and then I deepened up just above the upper lash line with this dark brown. And then that shade Copper Penny is all over the lid. Then I used a little bit of this shade, this cooler toned shimmer, just on the center of my lid because I wanted to bridge the cool taupey browns with the copper, and I felt like that was a good way to do that. And I like that it just added a little bit of brightness to the center of my lid too. And then I used this shade, Tombstone, in the inner corner. That shade looks really interesting. Now I want to try that shade on my lid. These shimmers are super creamy. Like, they almost feel like cream shadows. But this is Tombstone on its own. Look how wet looking that is. I love that sheen. Oh my god. That kind of reminds me a little bit of ColourPop Ritz. This one is a little bit more opaque and has a little bit more of a golden tone to it. But yeah, some really interesting shimmers in here. And a lot of these shades are shades that I don't already have, I feel like. Like, especially these sage greens over here. I don't think I have very many greens in my collection quite like that, if any. So yeah, I do feel like this palette has kind of expanded my color options. Then on my cheeks, I'm wearing a combination of the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush and the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. That's the same blush combo I used in my everyday makeup drawer Get Ready With Me. And this is such a great combo. If you have both of these by any chance, you should try layering them. I did faux freckles today, actually. With the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I have found I do like this better than the Anastasia Dip Brow pomade. I feel like this looks a lot more natural on my skin. So I did a bunch of little freckles across the nose. I also drew on, or I redrew on that beauty mark. I'm gonna drew another one up here. I really like faux freckles these days. I kind of want to make that like a more regular part of my makeup routine because I really like the way they look. I just feel like it makes your base makeup look so much more natural. Like today I am wearing a full coverage foundation, the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It. Adding those faux freckles makes the foundation look a lot more lightweight than it actually is. Then on the lips today, I'm wearing this combo, which I've really been enjoying. Lip liner is the Kokie lip liner in Nude, no surprise there. Then the Burt's Bees Lip Crayon in Santorini Sunrise, which is in my project pan. And then I top all of that with the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in White Peach. And that is just like the perfect peachy nude lip. And I feel like a peachy nude lip like this paired with a more brownish lip liner works really well for this summer to fall transition sort of period. It still has a little bit of color to it with that peach, but the brown makes it a little more autumnal. So I think what I'm gonna do now, actually, before it gets any later in the day, is go ahead and go to Grocery Outlet because I need to get some groceries. Maybe I'll take you guys along. We'll see. I get kind of nervous vlogging in stores, but maybe I'll try to do a little bit of vlogging. And then, yeah, I can show you guys what I got. All right, here is the Grocery Outlet haul. Some stuff also spilled over here, but yeah, I thought I would show you guys what I got, and Nathan is also seeing it all for the first time, so
wow,
we'll have his live reaction.
I'm psyched about this already.
And B is here, of course.
I was always here. What are you talking about?
Okay, so in no particular order, because it truly is all out of order, I got 2 zucchinis, or is it zucchini, plural?
Zucchini. It's an AE, actually.
Oh, okay. Hey, Heidi.
2 N's in an AE.
Okay. 2 zucchini. 2 zucchini. Then I got this big thing of power greens. And then also from the produce, I got some baby carrots. Always nice to have those. Then I got some ramen for us for like a quick dinner. And then I also got this
what?
Edamame flavored tofu.
No way.
Which is, I wonder if it's green like that. I think it is.
I think so. I mean, why would it show it green if it's not green?
I know, right?
I mean,
yeah, I'm really excited for that. So we could even put that in the ramen. So I got these for me. These are just like veggie ramen noodles. And then for Nathan, I got this. And this is gluten-free because he has celiac.
oh
Excuse
wow,
me.
nice.
But I looked at the ingredients and it doesn't seem to actually have any beef, even though they don't advertise this as vegan. So,
All right.
yeah, but it is gluten-free. So,
That's most necessary.
yeah.
Have we had this before?
We have not. They were out of our favorite Plantopia. That one was always $7.99. This one was $9.99. It says it has 10 servings per container. We'll see about that. I usually stretch it a little bit. Unfortunately, Nathan can't have these, but I was greedy and I got these for myself.
But they look good.
But these were only $1, so I was
looks
like,
like
yes,
cereal.
please. I might put these in milk. And then this was also really cheap, and this is such a stupid thing that I got. It's like such a little kid snack.
Oh, those are cute.
But it's bees, bugs, and butterflies, and I just thought that was so
Oh,
cute.
well, it's bees.
And anything
so-
that has bees, I just can't resist. Got some frozen green beans, some rice. This was also, I think this was like $2, which I felt like was kind of a lot, but also normally these are like $5 at Kroger and stuff.
How many calories is it, though?
240. Oh, that's not even a whole meal. Sala, baby. Oh my. She's here to
She's
make
like,
herself
I
known.
want this one.
Okay, so also they had gluten-free flour for $1 each for these boxes.
Super stoked about this.
Okay, yes, they had
Every so
Larabars.
often,
Usually they
grocery
don't
outlet has
have.
Larabars.
Yeah, these.
Apple pie.
But anyway, yeah, we really like these for just a nice, quick but hearty snack.
A nice, quick, but hearty snack.
They almost always have Daya cheese of various different
do,
forms.
yeah.
This is the provolone style slices, which I don't know if I've even seen the provolone in other stores besides Grocery Outlet.
I'm glad they still have the tea.
Yes, they still had the tea. I stocked up again because I'm afraid that these one day won't be available. I think they might be like discontinuing these or something. But these are the Celestial Seasonings cold brew iced tea, and it's the half and half with lemonade flavor. So it's almost like an Arnold Palmer. I can't believe I got that
It's almost like a bubble
on the first try. I can never say that word.
I can't either.
Got 3 of those, and they really do brew really well in just cold water.
And they're honestly a great substitute for coffee in the morning.
Yeah, because lately I, for some reason, just haven't been feeling coffee. It just has not been sitting well with me for some reason, so
Especially on hot summer mornings.
yeah. So sometimes just like a nice cold glass of iced tea sounds so refreshing in the morning. So this is what I've been having in the mornings pretty much every day. It's so good. I was so excited that they had these because I've been getting these at Walmart and they were like half the price at grocery
Oh, no
outlet
way.
today.
That's
Pretty
awesome.
sure. I can't remember exactly how much they are at Walmart, but these are the just cinnamon and brown sugar cashews from Planters, and they're so good. Walmart also has usually a dill pickle flavored one, which is
We get
also
alongside that one.
amazing. Obviously, they didn't have that one here today, but I did get 4 of these because I wanted to stock up. They had a lot though, like a ton.
Good.
So hopefully they'll have them next time too. Got just some dark chocolate caramel popcorn. And then these looked good for like tacos or something. These are the refried beans with vegan chorizo.
That looks great.
Sounds delicious. Got some frozen blueberries.
And they're like the most consistent bag of frozen blueberries like we found
Definitely.
at the grocery stores.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a nice big amount too. Like this lasts us pretty much a whole week. Also got just a couple big cans of beans. These are so cute. Daisy Farms.
Daisy Farms.
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas.
Yeah, I like this packaging.
It's intriguingly obscure.
Yeah, it is. It's like, what is this obscure brand?
There's almost like not enough detail to convince you that there's actually like black beans in there. It almost looks like a printed just label off the internet.
Yeah, it does.
Kind of like the toys that you would have growing up, and you would have like a
Oh,
fake
it
can of
totally
beans, and it would
does.
be
Like
like
in the
Daisy Farms, garbanzos,
yeah, you're exactly right.
or
This looks
chickpeas.
exactly like something that
Because
you
it
would
doesn't
have.
have to be that accurate. It doesn't have to be chickpeas, one word like we all say in right, because it's just a kid's toy, so it can say chickpeas.
Yeah, in fact, that would probably be more understandable for kids too.
Actually, that's a great point. I understand this. I understand this toy design better.
Unfortunately, this time, for the first time ever, they really had hardly any dairy-free milk in like regular sized cartons. They had a few in like really small cartons, but I didn't get, I don't know, they just didn't look that good and I figured I would just get them somewhere else.
When you say really small cartons, you mean like lunchbox size cartons, or?
No, like this size, but that'll last us like a day.
Yeah, you would have to get like 5 or 6
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, there were no like typical size cartons.
So are these plant-based drinks?
So yeah, these are this is like a eggnog.
Oh, okay.
Made of
I see.
macadamia milk.
0% egg, 100% nog.
Oh, that's funny. I like the branding of this. This
Yeah.
is cute. And then
It's
this
like
is
refined and cheesy.
yeah, which I love. And then this is white chocolate peppermint seasonal delight, which I can't resist any peppermint anything. I love it. So
Yeah, honestly, it's always so good.
mistletoe and puckermint.
Is puckermint a thing? Is there mistletoe in it?
I don't know. I'm confused by that.
What is it? What does it say?
Dumb.
Natural flavors. It must be in the natural flavors. Mistletoe flavor.
But anyway, yeah, these look yummy. Nathan is able to walk now, but is still, still has a bit of a limp. So, but look at that. I mean, his foot looks almost completely back to normal, though. This is a little peek into the stuff I'm testing drawer. I got a really generous PR package from Yes Style. I'm not even sure what all I'm going to open of what they sent. Some of it I've already decided to just set aside for like donation, but this looks fascinating. The Unleashia. I hadn't heard of this brand, but their packaging is so cute to me. I love their like font and stuff. This is their other product they sent. How adorable is this? Unfortunately, I didn't like the product inside. This is the Unleashia Satin Wear Healthy Green Cushion Sunscreen. It's an SPF 30. I guess it comes in different shades. I think that's what this is a shade, 21N. Unfortunately, this was just way too light for me. Really, really pale. So not a good shade for me. I think it comes in other shades. I'll have to check. I also didn't love the feel or look of it on my skin. It felt very heavy and it looked dry and flaky. I just wasn't into it. So yeah, I'm kind of sad because I really wanted to like it. It's so cute. I'll show you the inside. Duh. You press this on the side and it squeezes up and it looks like that. So actually this I'm going to go ahead and remove from this drawer and put into my giveaway pile. Then a few other things. The Heimish Artless Glow Base. This is another sunscreen. This is an SPF 50 plus. I'm definitely going to try this. I need to check if Heimish tests on animals or not, if they're on the cruelty-free kitty K-beauty brand list. I do try to follow that list. I may also look at PETA too. I'm really not super picky these days about cruelty-free, to be honest, because I no longer carry the label of cruelty-free. I still do my best to avoid brands that test on animals. I'm just not advertising that as like an aspect of my channel. And that's for a lot of reasons. So yeah, if you're curious about that, I can link the video I did earlier this year on that, where I kind of just explain why I was dropping the cruelty-free label. So anyway, I do want to check about Heimish. I'm not sure about them. I did see that Unleashia is PETA certified, so this is interesting. I think I may go ahead and pass this on. It's this kind of really small eyeshadow stick in this rose gold color. But I already have a rose gold eyeshadow stick, so I'm not sure I really need something like this in my collection. Unless any of you have tried this and you think that I would love it for some reason, like maybe there's something really special about it, let me know. But otherwise, I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in my giveaway pile. Honestly, let's just go ahead and go through this drawer together because I actually think I need to declutter a few of these things. I've been meaning to. They're just sitting in here for whatever reason. But these are some things from a Makeup Revolution PR package that I just don't really need in my collection. This is the Makeup Revolution blush. It's the Blusher Reloaded in Rose Kiss. I have a terrible British accent, I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is just too deep of a shade for me. And I already have similar shades in formulas that I like, so I'm going to pass that along. All three of these things are also going to go to new homes. I have their highlighter Reloaded in Make an Impact. This is unfortunately too deep for my skin tone, but this looks like a beautiful shade. Like, oh my gosh, so pretty. And then this one, I just don't really feel like I need this shade. I feel like I have other like sort of golden champagne highlighters, so I'm kind of good. But this is the shade Raise the Bar. I am keeping one of those highlighters though, and that is the one in Just My Type. This is a really pretty, slightly more cool tone shade. And then I'm also passing on this bronzer simply because it doesn't have a good shade range. So these are gonna all go off to be donated. How beautiful is this packaging? Have you guys heard of this brand? It's called Queen Musea. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but they sent a bunch of their lipsticks. These are the three that I decided to keep and try on because they looked like really fun colors. I like a lot of these colors are almost like more cool corals, which I'm really into because I feel like those shades are hard to come by. So this is the shade Molly Bloom. I will definitely try these on in future videos and swatch them and everything. I'll review them, but for now I just wanted to quickly go through this drawer. This is the shade Montreux. That looks like just a beautiful classic red, but it's slightly coral. This is the shade Dorian. It's very similar to my Essence lip liner in the shade Happy. This is like a lipstick version of that, so I'm really happy to have this. It's like, oh, it's so pretty. It's like a lighter and slightly less saturated version of Bite Stinger. Still testing the Revolution. This I purchased myself, but this is the Revolution Under Eye Corrector. It is very different from the Sigma color corrector that I was using, / still am. But this is very sticky, very tacky, very glowy, like beyond glowy. I think that's something I've realized actually as a result of trying this. This has really solidified for me that I do not like the look of really glowy products on my under eyes. My under eyes are usually not a particularly dry area of my face. I have other areas that are, but my under eyes, I prefer to have them matte because I feel like I like the way it blurs and flattens the area. The Sigma color corrector is also quite creamy, but I don't find it nearly as glowy as this one. That one, when I set it down with a powder, it's pretty much matte. But the glow in this will shine through any powder. I don't know how it does it. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if this is the product for me. It actually reminds me a lot of the Becca under eye corrector, which I'm realizing now that's probably why I wasn't in love with that one either. If you have super dry under eyes, I think this would be a great formula to check out. I think this type of formula of color corrector is probably more so for sunken eyes versus under eye bags. I'm definitely more in the category of under eye bags that I want to smooth out versus having more like sunken in eyes that you want to bring out. I think that's more what this is for. So wow, I'm giving like full-on reviews here. Wasn't expecting to, but I don't know, this is kind of fun, so I'm going with it. I am loving the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. That is going to stay in here. I'm going to try to go a little faster. The Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. Honestly, I'm not loving this. I haven't really wanted to reach for it after the first couple times I used it. It could just be that this shade is a little bit too deep for me, maybe. I mean, it's not that deep necessarily, but I think this shade would maybe suit more medium skin tones. This is the shade You Got Me Blushing. Maybe I should have gone for a different shade. I don't know. I felt like it was kind of patchy and I don't know. I just didn't love the way it went on. And it's kind of dry too. They call it super dewy, which I did hear Kelly Gooch say that she felt like this was more matte as well, like it wasn't really dewy at all. And I agree. Like this is super matte. So I don't know. I guess maybe I would prefer something a little bit more hydrating feeling. I don't know, I'm just not into this. I'm also trying out these Kaja Juicy Glass lip oils. This is one called Grape Glowtini. It goes on clear, but it smells like grape. And I just really enjoy it. It's just fun. It's fun to apply. I'm a sucker for a good fruity scent in a lip gloss. What can I say? This one I've been enjoying too, but it's not quite what I expected. This is the only other one that I've opened. This is the shade Plum Paloma. It looks brown, so I thought, ooh, a sheer brown. That might be fun in the fall. But it actually, once it's on my lips, it turns pink. I think this is one of those maybe temperature changing lip products. Is it temperature or pH that causes that change in color? It's one of those. It turns my lips pink, and sometimes I want that, but not when I'm reaching for a brown lip oil. Haven't been as much a fan of that, and now I don't know if I want to open these two because they might also be that way. These are the shades Raspberry Refresher and Rose Hip Spritz. And then I am finally trying something from Merit. These are their Solo Shadows in the shades Studio and Viper. I actually haven't tried Viper yet because it's a little scary. It's like a super deep olive green. I'm assuming it goes on more sheer than that because the other one goes on kind of sheer, or like medium sheerness, I would say. It's not just like a wash of color. You know, it's more pigmented than that, but it's not, you know, fully opaque right off the bat. Studio though, surprisingly, I really liked. One thing about these, they're kind of hard to open. So just FYI, like they kind of get stuck. The cap gets stuck almost. It's a little bit lighter than how it's translating right now, but this is like a rosy beige color, and you know, I cannot resist a rosy beige. It, like this kind of color, I will fall in love with it. I just feel like it complements my skin tone and my eyes really well, and I just love this kind of color. So this actually has made a beautiful one and done matte eyeshadow. So definitely looking forward to trying out Viper soon. The Makeup Revolution Translucent Baking Powder. This has knocked my socks off. I cannot believe this powder. I really have been enjoying this. This is competing really strongly with the e.l.f. Halo Glow loose powder. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, the only thing I don't like is the packaging. I wish it came in more of a, like this kind of packaging. This powder is incredible. You can apply a pretty hefty amount. And like I mentioned, I kind of like putting a lot of powder on my under eyes because I feel like it helps to just really nicely set my concealer. So I apply a really good amount of this, and it's not drying, it's not cakey, it doesn't give my under eyes that terribly tight feeling. It doesn't cause my concealer to oxidize. I haven't noticed that so far. I am thoroughly impressed, and this is an incredible value too. This is more than 4 times the size of the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. You get 4 times the product in here. So honestly, I may just decant this into my old e.l.f. Halo Glow packaging because I do still have that. That way I can just use it more easily because I've been just using the cap of this one. But I would like for this to have its own cap. So I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, loving the translucent. Unfortunately, the banana powder is just too deep for my skin tone. But this would be amazing for medium skin tones, I think. So this I am going to go ahead and pass on. And then I have these 4 setting sprays I'm testing. And these 2 I purchased, these 2 I received in PR, and I can't figure out my thoughts on any of these. I am so wishy-washy on these. The Flower Seal the Deal, I will say I don't like this one. Leaves big droplets on my face. No matter how far away I hold it from my face, it gives me these huge droplets, and if I tap them out with my sponge, it lifts up my foundation, and I have like a missing spot on my face, like there's no foundation there. So I just have to let it dry, which sometimes also doesn't dry in a great way. So I don't know. And I feel like they all kind of do that. And I'm kind of just frustrated with that. So I don't know. I'm going to keep playing with them, trying to figure out if they make a difference, what kind of difference they make. Honestly, I feel like they all sort of do the same thing. Like they just sort of mesh all my makeup together. They all give that slightly tightened feeling, like it's like locked your makeup in, you know? I don't know if any of them are must-haves. We have the Flower Seal the Deal, and then these 3 are from Revolution. The Calming Makeup Fixing Spray, the Infinite Setting Spray, and the Sport Fix. I sort of feel like they're all the same. So that's my testing drawer. Okay, I organized it slightly, at least so that I can see everything. So that is what is going to be staying in that drawer. And then these are the things that are going to be rehomed. All right, so just got out of the shower, feeling nice and clean, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog here. I had so much fun just taking you guys along on this little chore day. It was definitely more fun to do these things while vlogging versus just on my own. So I definitely plan to continue doing these videos probably once a month if you guys are enjoying them. I also do vlogs pretty regularly over on my Patreon/channel membership. I have both options available, but this month I am going to be doing a day in the life vlog for my patrons and members. So if you want even more of me and you would like to support my channel as well, then I'll have both of those linked below if you're interested in checking it out. Otherwise, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you again very soon in my next video. Bye!